The thing that this bubble talk misses, right, is it misses the fundamental um, play of venture capital. So I mean, it's easy to call a bubble when things are priced incredibly high, right? And maybe things are very, very high, And I saw Anthropic they were going to raise some money at like 100 billion, and they raised at 180 something billion. And so, like, there's obviously some froth in the market, but what that and it's very easy to say, oh, that's a bubble, right? But and look, maybe it is in that individual case, but fundamentally, VCs know when they go and spray money everywhere, they know that 8 out of 10 are going to fail, and they just need to be in the winner. They need to be in the winners, right? This is their entire business model. It has been like, if you read any of the history of VC, it's all about the winners. It's all about the Ubers. It's all about the Amazons, the Alibabas, all this kind of stuff. And so that's
You
why.
can't win the lottery without buying tickets.
That's right. And so yes, some are going to fail, and they absolutely know that, and that's just like a given of the business model. And so I think just counting a high valuation there, a high valuation there, and then defaulting to this is a bubble, I think is just an easy it's just lazy thinking. It's lazy thinking.
Mm.
Right? I think you've got to think a little bit deeper. And to me, the thing with AI that I've always thought, right, is and really firmed up on my view in the last few months is that maybe AI is not the big money earner. It's the building the platform around AI to sell you lots of other things or other ways of getting work done. Like, if you can sell a job to be done inside of a ChatGPT environment that used to cost someone, used to take someone half their time of their job, that might have been $50,000 worth of work, and you can get that done for $5,000 or $10,000 in an app and a piece of software that is somewhat intelligent. That's probably where all the value is ultimately, right? And so if you can get everyone using your product, then you can build this piece, this application inside of it, this application. It's if ChatGPT becomes the operating system of the future of work, well, then they're going to have so many little apps that they could upsell you on. It's just unbelievable. Same with Claude, same with Gemini,
Yeah.
same with any of these guys, right? So,
I mean,
uh,
Google is I mean, they are going all in on that in the sense that you go to labs or studio now, there's like 40 different things you can play with. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, and there's more every day. And just yesterday I posted about, how you can use their tools if you're studying for one of the certifications like the PL 300. In
yeah,
5 minutes, you throw a book in there, a PDF of a training book.
mm,
You give it one fairly detailed prompt, and in 5 minutes you've got an infinite number of training questions and practice exams. You know, that used to be over $100 to buy just a couple of practice exams. And
yeah,
now, as part of your subscription, and you know, particularly when Pact runs these, $5 ebook, promotions, you just
mhm,
buy a bunch of books, you know, throw them in as you need them in the context, and you've got an incredibly good app.
yeah. And if you have users, you can find a way to monetize. You know, everyone I even remember a couple of instances. Google didn't used to make money for a long time until they turned ads on, right? Facebook didn't make money for a long time until they turned ads on. Like, there's always a way to. There will be a way. If you, I think what you find in these big firms, or the ones that become like big in new eras, is that if you collect enough talent together, they can usually find a way. And so that's what's going to happen with these big firms. I mean, they're acquiring talent like crazy, all the best talent. They'll just find a way. And if you've got hundreds of millions of users using your product, you can absolutely find a way. I mean, even if you have 100,000 users using your product, you can find a way to monetize. I was just thinking, like, so for example, Lovable. Okay, let's just use Lovable as an example. So Lovable, everyone thinks that they don't make money because everyone's just like chewing through AI credits, and they're probably just paying Claude or Chat or OpenAI for the AI, right? But I was thinking, okay, if that's the case, they still probably have millions of users, right? There is a lot of people making money around them that they could then do themselves. Like there's a lot of people buying domains. There's a lot of people using
Mhm.
databases. There's a lot of people needing to host their websites. Like they could start charging for all of the stuff that is like existing around their core AI product, right? So that's just one example. That's just one example of what I think could potentially happen. So it kind of just, I mean, I'm just kind of trying to circle back to, people are saying that no one's making money from this AI thing. Well, I think that there is a lot of people making money, but maybe it's just not the actual individual pieces of software right now, but they will find a way. Like they will find a way. If you've got lots of users, you can usually find a way.
Did you see Super Base, mate? You got another five billion.
They raised 5 billion higher.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I mean,
ins
they are just they
Well, I mean,
that
my
that's
bill is $450 a month with it at the moment.
mine's still under 100, but
Yeah.
it
Well,
keeps
well, I
going
have
up
I have
because
like 12 databases, like 12 different instances on like all
yeah.
my little apps that I got, and big apps as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm a big customer now. Big customer. I'm paying them like 5 grand a year to be a customer.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a spectacular product.
Mm.
One of the things that I don't know if you've been playing with, talking about really great products is if you've been playing with any of the new Chinese models, Qwen or DeepSeek V3. Um,
I haven't. I honestly, I have not had time to like really play with them a lot. I mean, I've used them here and there, but I mean, it's, in the way that I use them, it's very hard to tell them apart from anything else that I'm using. So I don't know what are your insights around it.
well, I mean, I'm actually finding, that I mean the interesting thing about Qwen is it recently in I can't remember which benchmark it was. It's one of the ones that I think is quite rigorous. It was the number one ranked data analysis
Mm.
model, and it is unbelievably cheap. I mean, I
Yeah,
ran for like 2 hours in it, and I think I spent $1.
yeah,
And it one of the things that I heard is that the new I think it's the newest DeepSeek. I'm not sure if it's the newest Qwen or the newest DeepSeek. There's one of them that is a max version that is now not open source. And I think that's fascinating in the sense that, the Chinese models have always been open source. And
mm.
there's almost this sense now that if you're behind, you go open source. And if you're ahead, you go closed. And
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought it was really interesting that for the first time, some of these big Chinese models are going closed source. And to me, that seems to signal they may think they're moving ahead on some of
yeah,
these. And
yeah,
my experimentation with them has been really solid.
yeah,
When I use them through Open Router and I've been doing analyses, I've been doing some coding with them, and they're very strong models
yeah, yeah.
and super cheap. I mean, Qwen is like, I think Qwen is 68 times cheaper than Opus.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, you can see geopolitically like what the Chinese are doing and trying to do. I mean, to me, it's so obvious. But I don't see it as like a totally bad thing at all. Like, I mean, it's easy to debate that, certainly. But if someone's offering you something that much cheaper than the other alternative, it's very, very difficult to not use that ultimately if you're using it at a very, very large scale.
Yeah, I don't make yeah, I tend not to make my AI use, highly political.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just testing, are these models good or not? And the ones they're turning out are really, really solid.
Yeah, I think that's what it will come down to. It will come down to quality at the end of the day.